My name is Samuel Adikule. I'm a programs manager at Turing. What we do is that we help developers like get matched with US jobs, and we do that in a very unique way by we like initialize the concept of talent cloud, whereby we bring talent together and we use the information they've given us, that's the metadata, all of the information on their CV, all of the information on the data we got from them from their tests and all of the programs they've gone through, the trainings they've gone through, we use to match them with a job. So that way we cut out the human element of, trying to like manually match someone with a job. So it reduces the time in matching, getting a developer match. It reduces the time and also improves the experience. So I'm going to talk about how to land a US job, but I'm going to be using Turing as a case study, just like an example, right? So because obviously I work with Turing, and also I feel like Turing offers the best opportunity for you to work remotely. Yeah. So first slide is obvious. Like we live in a remote first world. So COVID-19, made it very obvious that you can actually work from your home. Like there's nothing holding you back. You don't have to go to the office. You don't have to commute for 4 hours, come back. You don't have to do all of that. You can wake up and start working by 6 a.m., take a break, start working by 11 a.m., stop working by 11 a.m., start working again by 6, any of that. So this is what this slide is kind of talking about. So every company is in a race to find the best remote engineers, right? So now it has made the playing field more wider because companies don't look for US engineers anymore. They're only looking for developers that can, beat the target, that can meet the target. That's what they are looking for. So, also talent or labor in Silicon Valley or in the United States is kind of on the high side. So they're looking to like go to other part of the world where talent is not as expensive as Silicon Valley, and it's like a win-win for all of us. So these are like press releases from companies that looking to go fully remote. So, like I explained earlier, we work like a talent cloud, like a talent pool. So we have a pool of engineers in all of these places. Everywhere you see blue ink, that's where we kind of have coverage. Like we have developers in all of these places. So we have thousands of on-top, high-quality devs and proven success of distributed team. Yeah, right? So, you can be good, you can be a developer, you can have like 6 years of experience, but if you don't have, if you are not noticed, like if you don't have what it takes, right, people will reach out to you. I know a lot of people try to put all of the things they've done, they like to put it on LinkedIn. Many people put their work on GitHub, even when some people, their company work with a private GitHub, so it won't like reflect on your GitHub board. You kind of put all of those information there, but it's kind of hard to get noticed. Yeah, fine. Recruiters reach out to a lot of us, like, oh, hi, I saw your profile, I see that you're a good fit for a job I'm currently to recruit, right? But still, that's not enough, right? So we kind of trying to like make it easier for you to get noticed because it's just the same process, right? It's the same process. So this is to be the choices. Like this is what is to happen, look like. Like if you either apply directly, right? Let's say you want to work with a company like Google or you want to work with a company like Microsoft, right? You go to their careers page, you put in application, put in your cover letter, optimize your CV, and all of that. So what do they give you? They give you long-term employment opportunity, high quality of work, community mentorship, career growth. But the last final thing here, it's always hard to get, right? You might have, I know a couple of people that apply to hundreds of jobs, and they still don't get any. But what do we keep telling ourselves? We tell ourselves that you just keep on applying, right? You don't know when you hit the jackpot, right? And also you hunt for gigs, right? I know a couple of us have profiles on Fiverr or Upwork, right? Just hunt for gig. The user experience is not that great, I can tell you, as an experienced Fiverr person, right? So if you're hunting for a gig, the quality of work is not great, right? There's no community to help you. I know a lot of people do trainings like, oh, come and become a Fiverr Pro, all of those things, right? I don't want to mention any name though, right? Oh, I already did. So yeah, and there's no mentorship, no career growth, right? I have a guy that he was freelancing for about 3 years, and he kept on working on different project, and like there's his CV is virtually empty because there's nothing that. So if they ask, what have you been doing for this period of time for the past 3 years? Oh, I've been freelancing. What are the projects you've worked on? Many of the projects, they sign NDA. You can't even put them on the CV. You can't point to them, right? So that's one of the things that hunting for a gig, that's one of the like disadvantage of hunting for gigs, right? It's kind of, it's part of what you have to give, but it's easy to get. Not that easy, but relatively easy. Now, IT companies, IT service companies and dev shops, these are existing dev shops, like maybe kind of our competitors, right? Short-term work, low quality of work, no community. So you get the gist, right? So I'm going to move to the next stage because, I'm short on time. So we look at all of this and we were like, what can we do better, right? So we built a platform with global opportunities, long-term jobs, mentorship and upskilling, a community, and an easy lifelong matching, right? So that's like, maybe I'm going to get there, so I'm just going to skip this. So with Turing, what our value proposition is that we're trying to like build, not that we've built already, we've built a platform whereby we've removed that human element, right? You don't need to like, that if you are good, you are good. Not that someone is trying to like say, this person's name doesn't sound nice, or this person is an African, this person is this. No. So it's based on your skill, you get matched immediately. And so, yeah. So I'm just going to go over a couple of other questions that people kind of ask, like why they're working for Turing, or maybe you want to get in touch and you want to understand what it's like. These are the number of companies that we currently work with. We have more, but these are like the top ones that we kind of put on our deck. If you check this list, we have a list of about 70% enterprise company, like enterprise level company, right, as opposed to startups. Right, so a lot of startups, let's say an early stage startup, if you're working with an early stage startup, the couple of times by the startups can, get funding issue, they have to lay off staff, but it's rare for enterprise companies to lay off staff. So yeah, there are a lot of roles, like we have 100 technology stacks, like 100 plus technology stacks, so whatever you're writing, as long as, even if you're writing, I learned a new language today, is it draft or daft or something? That, yeah. Right? So I was learning for the first time. So I went to check. I said, oh, so we have that too, right? I don't know, right? So you get all of them there. So wow. So these are the easy process, right? So we have tests. Our tests are in 3 stages, right? Algorithm test, right? So a lot of people say, wow, I just want to have a feel of the room. If you've heard of Turing before, or if you have an account on Turing, can I see your hand up? Ooh, right. So if you ask a couple of people that with their hands up, like, what's their experience with Turing? They will say, their tests are too hard. Yeah, I know that, right? So it's just like working with so if you're looking for a job at a company like Google or Twitter or Microsoft, right, you know how hard you have to prepare. You know how hard you have to prepare. You do algorithm question, data structures. Someone was asking me that, even if I'm a front-end engineer, do I need to like know data structures and algorithms? I was like, guy, yes, so you need to know, because the quality of jobs you're going to be getting, right, that's what is going to demand from you. So that's why you need to do it. So it doesn't need extra time to prepare. It's just normal preparation. You go through LeetCode or other test platform, learn the kind of test they give you, do the test, pass. As long as you've passed, you're going to do another session. At this session, it's going to be like a one-on-one with a technical interviewer. The technical interviewer is going to be someone that is an expert in your field. So if you write JS, is a JS expert that's going to interview you. If you write Python, is a Python technical interviewer that's going to interview you. So the technical interview doesn't cover just technical skills. It also covers your communication skills. That's where we learn some behavioral stuff from you, learn to know how fast you answer questions and the kind of acumen you use to answer your question. So, and the matching, like I said, because it's AI set, right, the matching is personalized. So it's personalized based on everything that you want. So you set everything that you want. You set your job, you set your requirement, you set under what condition you can work, you set under what time zone you can work. You also set how much you want to collect. So if you're someone that you value your time, you want to know how much you want to collect, it's going to be set there per hour. So you're going to set your hourly rate. So your hourly rate translates to how much you earn per month. So, and we do long-term job, right? So it's going to be focused on long-term jobs. So we also have short-term jobs, short-term gigs, but we're more focused on long-term jobs. So it's also a full-time engagement, and you get paid by us every month. So I'm just going to go, these are some questions, but they said my time is fast spent. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to support@turing.com, right? Yeah, that's it. And we also launched a new community. Community@turing.com. I run the EMEA region. So yeah, if you go to community@turing.com, we have events and virtual event workshops on how to pass the test. Also, activities on what to do better, what to do best, best practices, and yeah. So basically, all of that. So you get that covered on the community page. If you want to register, like you're learning about Turing for the first time, and you want to let us know that you heard about Turing from this event, so you can use this link. This is a UTM link. We'll know that you registered for Turing from this event, and we'll be able to give you a personalized communication to reach out to you and give you other further information. So I don't want to end the session without taking questions. So if you have any questions, please, now is the time. Thank you. Yeah.
My name is Udo
Agonsi.
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
My question is, while in the course of you giving your speech, you said something about Turing paying. Are you saying that whatever job Turing gets for the candidate, the client pays Turing now pays?
Yeah, Turing pays you Turing pays you. Yeah, the client pays, but it's based on how much you set that you want to earn.
Okay,
right?
Okay, so that means if my bars are high, it might take me quite some time to get the job that matches my bars. Is that what you're saying?
So it doesn't really matter about the bars being high. It matters if your stack is in demand. So if your stack is in demand, it doesn't matter if your bar is high. So let's say a company like Coinbase wants to hire 10 Go developers, right? They don't care about your bars being high or not because, they just want to hire you. Right, so they just interview you. If you meet their spec, so you're good to go.
Thank you.
I'm going to answer another question that you didn't ask, is that a lot of people ask about if we make money from, we take a percentage out of your money or something to run our company. No, we don't. So what we do is that if we're hiring for a company, let's say we're hiring for Google or Airbnb, Airbnb pays us to hire. Airbnb pays us to give them talent. So that's how we make our money. We make our money through the money they pay. We're recruiting for you. The same way you pay your HR agency, they pay you to recruit. Yeah, and it depends on the quality of the talent. Yeah. So that's how we get paid. Yeah. Please.
Hi, my name is Kachi.
Hi, Kachi.
So my question is quite simple. What is Turing doing differently from your biggest competitors who are TopTal and Andela? So what I'm trying to say is how junior level friendly are you? Because I've seen your tests and I wouldn't say that junior level friendly. And I wasn't here from the start, so maybe you've said it. I really don't know why I should do a Turing.com drill instead of TopTal or Andela. Instead of top towel, yes. I know why I shouldn't do Andela's drill.
Oh, okay, thank you. Your question has sparked a lot of, junior level friendly, I don't know, right? I don't know how to answer because we're looking for top developers, right? So those are the developers in demand, right? But we currently do, so you asked like a tricky question, like a two question. So the first question was, why should you pick Turing instead of our competitors or in terms of our competitors? So what I say is that the first thing is that Turing, apart from the fact that we use ML to do our matching system, like we don't really use human element to do our matching. In fact, many times you have to reach out to us like, oh, there's this thing that I didn't get matched within this particular period of time, blah, blah, blah. So we have to like check it manually. But automatically, it's automated that you get matched to, as soon as the job lands, you get matched to the packet and you get an interview, right? So that's one of so it makes us very fast compared to the rest. I don't know. I've heard stories of people waiting 6 months on the bench in some other companies, but I'm not sure you ever find a Turing developer wait 6 months. Never. So, yeah. So your second question about us being young developer friendly or junior developer friendly, right? So we have a community, right? An active community where we groom developers, right? So if you're a young developer, you don't have enough experience, right? So all of these things is based on your skill set. You want to like widen your skill set. We have technical session. We do technical session. We do, tips on how to pass, where to do it, like cheat code kind of things, right? So that's what we do to we're still working, by 2022, we're going to be doubling down on all of that, on all of the programs, community programs around that, that topic or that issue, yeah. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Yeah. Okay.
Hello, my name is Pedro.
Sorry?
Pedro.
Pedro, hi Pedro.
Hi. So I have two questions.
Okay.
So during the slide, you said Turing pays developers, right? I was going to ask, if you're not necessarily contracted to a company at the time,
okay,
do you get paid?
If you are not contracted to a company at the time?
So I'm on your platform,
okay,
right? I've passed your test. You have accepted me.
Okay.
Do I have to wait until I'm matched with a company before I start earning? I know it's a very...
Yeah. So you have to wait, you get matched, and then once you get matched, you get that, we get paid, start paying.
Okay, then you said something about long-term
job opportunities, yeah.
Is there a minimum amount of time that you have to spend?
What do you mean by minimum amount of time?
So okay, your contract, you have to do at least 1 year.
No, it's just based on your skill set. As soon as you're ready to go, you get matched. So I just feel like I'm coming here to bring the good news, literally, like the gospel, okay. So I'm going to let you in on some stuff. So a couple of Turing developers came around to our stand, and I saw that there was something that was that was peculiar to them. Guess what? They were all wearing senator wears and half shoes. You know what that means, right? Come on, you get the vibe, So something like that. So I'm just trying to say, I'm not saying people that wear jeans don't have money, right? I'm not trying to say that too, What I'm trying to say is that it's a good life. The other side, the life at the other side, the life, Turing life is a good life. I will not lie. Because I've tasted it. So that's why I'm sharing the good news to you guys. So people are saying that this thing is hard, this thing is this. But guys, it's not as hard as some other things, right? It's not as hard as what you've been through. You get, it's not as hard as, all of this. Even if you want to work with it, and, all of these things saves you the time of having to keep getting. Unfortunately, we won't be able to move on with your application. We are sorry. All of those, like me, I've gotten a lot of all of those. emails before. We regret. No, I did an application, a job application, and I was on maybe the 4th stage. Imagine, 4th stage. Like, we regret to tell you that. Come on, why would you regret to tell me what? Like, so, right, so it's really insane, right? So that's just what I want to share.